Gina, I'm really sorry, sweet cheeks. I'm gonna be home late tonight.
Oh, hey, Kingsley. What happened? Are you doing overtime again?
So I just got a message out of the blue from Anthony. He invited me to go out drinking with him and the boys tonight. He's my old classmate from high school. It's been so long since we saw each other. Thought it might be nice to catch up. You remember him? I think you guys did meet before.
Anthony? Didn't he live out of state?
He said he had some business to attend down here, so he's back in Iowa for the week. He said he didn't think we'd get the chance to link up again, so he invited me for the hell of it.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, sure thing, honey. I don't mind. Just make sure you don't drink too much, okay? I remember what you boys used to be like when you got together and alcohol was involved. You also have the strange tendency of sleeping absolutely anywhere and everywhere when you're drunk, so be careful, okay?
Don't worry, babe. Worst comes to worst, I'll probably end up staying the night at Anthony's crib. Well, when I say crib, he's staying at his mom and dad's place while he's back down here in Iowa.
Alright. Don't go causing his parents any bother, okay? I want you on your best behavior. I remember his mom and dad being the loveliest folks. Oh, I'm sorry, Kingsley. Someone's calling me. I have to go.
Okay, babe. I'm still on my break right now. I'm gonna chill in the canteen for a little while longer.
Kingsley, what should I do?
Huh? Did something happen? Is this about the phone call you just got? What happened, babe? Is everything okay?
It was the doctor from the hospital my mom's staying in. He said she just took a turn for the worst.
What? A turn for the worst? Oh man, you serious?
Yes. Kingsley, what should I do? I should just drop everything and go right now, shouldn't I?
Of course you should! You're her daughter, you should be there for her!
You're right, I should. But what do I do about picking Chrissy up from kindergarten? I don't know if I have the time to call them and tell them I'll be a lot later than usual. Oh no, we have to tell your parents too. What should I do?
Chill, babe. Everything's gonna be alright. Working yourself up into a panic won't do anyone any good. Your mom needs you to think straight for her. Deep breaths, okay? Let's calm down before we do anything. Anyway, now isn't the time to be worrying about my parents.
I do have to leave Chrissy at kindergarten, though.
It's fine, don't sweat it. I'll pick her up. You just focus on your mom right now, okay? With the situation being what it is, shouldn't be a problem for me to dip out of work early. It's not like this happens all the time. Leave it with me. I'll have a word with the boss. I'll let my parents know what's going on too, so don't worry about them.
Are you sure? Thanks so much, honey. This is a huge help.
It's nothing. We're a team after all. I want you to go and be with your mom as soon as you possibly can. That only leaves. What would you say are the chances you'll end up staying the night at the hospital?
I have a feeling I will. To tell you the truth, I have no idea how long I'm actually going to be there with her.
Well, in that case, I'll bring some basic essentials and a couple of changes of clothes as soon as I can make it out of there. It'll take me some time to get everything ready and see to Chrissy. So I'll head out to you first thing tomorrow morning.
Okay. I'm so sorry to trouble you with all this. I know you're busy, sweetie. I hate the idea of leaving you with all the stuff to do, especially looking after Chrissy all on your own.
It is what it is, babe. Can't be helped. Anyway, you're officially banned from worrying about me. Focus on your mom, okay? Anyway, enough fretting over stuff that doesn't matter. Get yourself to the hospital. Thought of you not making it in time? This is no laughing matter, babe. Doesn't even bear thinking about what might happen if you take too long. Just go.
You're right. Okay, I'm going now. Me and Chrissy are counting on you, honey. I'll be waiting for you with Mom at the hospital. See you soon, and thanks again.
Gina, what on earth are you doing?
Oh, Gertrude, I'm sorry. I must have fallen asleep. Sorry I missed your calls. What's up?
You fell asleep? At this time? What's gotten into you?
I'm sorry. But I've been through a lot today. I'm totally exhausted, physically and mentally. I'm sorry if I worried you over what's going on with my mom.
Huh? What do you mean what's going on with your mom? What are you talking about?
Huh? Wait, what? You mean you weren't calling about my mom?
I don't have the foggiest idea what all this business with your mother is. But I called you to talk about Chrissy. You know, your daughter.
Chrissy, what about her? Is everything okay? Oh no, she hasn't been causing you trouble, has she? I'm so sorry if she has. She's usually so well behaved.
I'm obviously not calling about that. What were you thinking, leaving your little girl all on her own at a night like that? She showed up at my front door crying her little eyes out. The poor thing!
What? That can't be.
Do you really think I'd be calling you like this if she didn't? I can't get through to Kingsley either. He's not answering my texts or calls. What the hell do the pair of you think you're playing at? You can't just be leaving your daughter on her own at nighttime like that. What if she'd had an accident? What if she hurt herself?
No, I'm sorry, Gertrude. But seriously, I don't know what you're talking about. That shouldn't have happened. No, this shouldn't have even been possible. I mean, it's true I wasn't there, but I didn't exactly have a choice.
What? Is this the best that both of you can do as her parents? This is totally unacceptable behavior, and you should both be very ashamed of yourselves. What could be so important that it would justify leaving your poor daughter all on her own at night?
My mom's in the hospital, and I got a call from the doctors saying she'd taken a turn for the worst. She's in a seriously bad shape, and I had no choice but to drive over to be with her. Didn't you hear anything from Kingsley about what's going on?
What? Your mother's in the hospital? That's the first I've heard of it. How could something so serious be going on? And I don't know anything about it.
My mom's condition deteriorated really quickly. I was going to message you, but I thought if I didn't move quickly, I might not make it to the hospital to be with her in time, so I left it to Kingsley. He said he was going to let you know. Time was of the essence, so I rushed straight to the hospital. Did Chrissy really show up at your house totally on her own? Like, Kingsley wasn't with her?
That's right. She arrived about 10 minutes ago. She said she walked here by herself. She was crying her eyes out saying Mommy and Daddy never came home. I had no idea about any of this, and based on what she was saying, neither did she.
That's right. Chrissy probably didn't know I had to rush out to the hospital to be with my mom, did she?
Right. She didn't say anything about that. I'm so sorry, Gina. I probably came off as rude and angry with my first messages. I had no idea what was going on with your mother. I never meant to accuse you of anything.
It's fine, don't worry about it. You were right to be angry based on what you knew at the time. I understand. If it was me, I probably would have wanted to flip a switch too. It's only natural you'd want an explanation. But wait, more importantly, you say you can't get through to Kingsley? This doesn't add up.
I've been desperately trying to get through to him since Chrissy got here, but I'm not getting anywhere. I don't know whether he's fallen asleep or what, but it seems hopeless. That's why I messaged you. I didn't know what else to do.
I see.
I understand what's going on with you and your mother now, but Kingsley... This makes no sense. He should still be in town, shouldn't he? He still has work, and then there's Chrissy. Where would he have disappeared to? And yet, he seems to have vanished. Can you think of anything? Somewhere he might have gone? Someone he might be with?
It's not that I don't have any ideas at all, but...
But? Why the but? What happened?
It's hard to entertain the idea that he might have... No way. He wouldn't. Surely he wouldn't have done what I'm thinking given the gravity of the situation. I don't want to think of him as being capable of something like that.
I understand things can seem hard to accept sometimes, but if you have an idea of where he might be, please tell me, sweetie.
Well, you see, he had plans to go out drinking with his old high school buddies today. He seems like he was really looking forward to it, but that was before the doctor called me. I didn't even feel the need to mention it. I just assumed he'd cancel due to what happened.
I see. I can understand why you wouldn't want to believe he'd do something like that. You said that he went out with some high school friends. Do you happen to know who they are?
I don't know all of them, but his friend Anthony is the one who invited him. Apparently they were drinking buddies throughout college, and they were known for raising hell together. Anthony lives out of state, but apparently he came back to Iowa to stay with his parents for a week.
Anthony? Oh, him! If it's the same Anthony, I know who you're talking about. I know where he lives, and me and his mother also text each other from time to time.
Really?
Yes, we used to be good friends. Her and her husband would come over for dinner a few times a month. I'll message her first thing in the morning. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of all this. What should I do about Chrissy? It's probably best she sees our grandma at a time like this, right? Should I bring her to the hospital?
Yes, I think it's for the best. I'm really sorry to burden you like this, but would you mind? I can't even tell you what a huge help it'd be for you to bring her. It'll mean the world to my mom as well.
Of course, sweetie. I don't mind. Listen, Gina, I know I'm your mother-in-law and all, but are you okay with me being there at a time like this? I'd hate the thought of getting in the way of you sharing this precious time with your mother.
Don't be silly. Besides, anything beats little Chrissy being on her own with Kingsley after what he did to her. Ugh, I get mad just thinking about it. I think my mom will be super pleased.
If you're sure. Okay, it's settled then. Me and Chrissy will be heading out to the hospital first thing tomorrow morning. I'll do what I can about Kingsley's situation on my end. I want you to forget about him for the time being. You just focus on enjoying your time with your mother, okay, sweetie?
Okay, I will. Thank you so much. I'll be waiting for you at the hospital.
Sorry to message you so early like this, Mom. Listen, Chrissy wouldn't have it to be at your place, would she?
I see you finally woke up. Do you have any idea how desperately I was trying to get through to you yesterday?
But Mom, it's about Chrissy. Do you know where she is? She wasn't here when I woke up this morning. I can't find her anywhere.
She wasn't there when you woke up? Stop lying.
What? Lying? I'm not, I swear. I'm not lying at all. Why would you say that?
You left your poor daughter all on her own so you could go out drinking with your friends. I'm guessing you got blackout drunk, and being no longer able to walk or form basic sentences, fell asleep, right? That's what happened, isn't it? Let me guess, when you woke up in a half-drunken stupor and stumbled home, you realized your daughter was nowhere to be seen, and now you're panicking. Bullseye, or bullseye.
Huh? What are you even talking about? Stop talking crap! Do you have even a single piece of evidence for these wild, hurtful accusations you're making against me?
How dare you speak to your mother like that, boy? Yes, I do have evidence, as a matter of fact, because I rang Anthony's mother and she told me everything. You had too much to drink and fell asleep on her sofa. Do you seriously think these lies are going to get you anywhere?
Well, now that you mention it, things did maybe kind of go down like you said. But Mom, this isn't about me right now. Forget all that and help me find Chrissy. Do you know where she is or not? If you don't, come help me find her. She could be in danger.
Don't worry, Kingsley, the only time she was ever in danger is when she was under your care. Chrissy is with me and Gina right now.
Huh? Why?
Because she showed up at my front door crying her eyes out in the middle of the night. Mommy and Daddy never came home, is all she was saying in between the floods of tears. I've never seen her in such a bad way. She was terrified and stressed out like you wouldn't believe. Gina told me that you'd take care of her. In spite of that, you were nowhere to be seen when you were needed the most. What the hell were you playing at, boy?
Wait, what? How do you know about that? Oh, did Gina tell you?
Obviously, dimwit. I'd also like to know why you didn't tell me Gina's mother had taken a turn for the worst. I was so out of the loop. I went out all guns blazing and as good as accused Gina of being a bad mother. You failed your daughter and you failed me. I'm beyond disgusted with you.
I'm real sorry, Mom. It's just that, well, Chrissy fell asleep as soon as I got home. So I didn't think heading out for a couple of drinks with the old high school crew would do any harm. I didn't think it'd come to this. I thought everything would be fine, I swear!
A couple of drinks? You stayed the night at Anthony's mother's sofa. Which part of this is fine?
Why you gotta be so mad with me, Mom? It's not like I did it on purpose. Besides, if Chrissy's safe with you guys, that's all that matters. All's well that ends well, right? No harm done. I'm super relieved. Listen, I'm gonna be on my way to the hospital as soon as the buses start running. Keep an eye on Gina and Chrissy for me until I get there, okay, Mom? Thanks a bunch.
Excuse me? You can't be serious. Don't talk such nonsense. You're not welcome here. Do not come to this hospital under any circumstances.
Nonsense? You're the one talking nonsense. Why wouldn't I come to be with my family? My mother-in-law is at death's door, and you're telling me I can't come and see her for what may well be the last time? I can't not go. That's inhuman. Stop this right now. Gina's probably waiting for me to come too. She needs me right now.
That's where you're wrong. In fact, Gina's the only one who told me that you could not come. She said she has no intention of letting a low-life scumbag who'd leave his own daughter completely on her own in the middle of the night to get blackout drunk with his friends. Meet her seriously ill mother.
What? You're joking, right?
Do you really think this is the time for jokes? In any case, the only joke here is if you actually think she'd want you anywhere near her after your despicable behavior. I take it you understand now. If you don't want to cause any more problems than you already have, I suggest you wait patiently at home for Gina to come back or get in touch with you. Gina and Chrissy's main priority is her mother right now, and you have no right to intrude on that. I wouldn't want to be with you if you actually had the nerve to disrespect her wishes again after everything you've done. Having you in their way at the hospital is the last thing they need.
Gina, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for everything. I'm sorry about going out drinking with the boys. I'm sorry about Chrissy. I'm sorry I didn't tell my mom. Please, find it in your heart to forgive me. Or at least answer my calls. Pretty pleased with a cherry on top?
You've been doing this since yesterday. You just can't take a hint, can you? You were clearly told to wait for me to contact you. You knew how bad of a shape my mom was in, didn't you?
Whew, you finally responded. Thanks, babe. I'm so sorry, I really am. I'm ashamed of myself for the way I behaved. Just because Chrissy fell asleep was no excuse to go out drinking with my friends. Especially what was going on with your mom. It was irresponsible of me.
If you understand that, this conversation is already over. What you did was despicable. You're the worst of the worst. You can't seriously think I'm going to forgive you for this.
No, I don't. I have no right to be forgiven for what I did. I just wanted to come to the hospital to see how your mom's doing. She might be my mother-in-law, but that still makes me her son. She's important to me. How can I not be with you at your mother's bedside at a time like this? I'm your husband. We're family.
You don't need to come and see how she's doing. My mother passed away early this morning.
What? Your mom passed away?
It's hard to be sure given how she was, but I think I felt her energy change when Chrissy showed up. She seemed happy, content. She died peacefully in her sleep after that. I'm pleased we could both be there for her last moments. That's the only thing I'm grateful to you for.
Wait a second. Oh my god. Are you serious? Your mom? She's gone?
Do you think I'd lie about something like this? I wouldn't. I'm not like you.
I had no idea. Why didn't you call me?
Whose fault do you think it is that I didn't?
Why would you do this to me at such an important time? I don't blame you for being angry. You have every right to be after what I did. But to think you would let your husband, her son-in-law, see her one last time before she... How could you? Did you even think about how bad this would look? How much it would affect my reputation to be banned from being there for my own mother-in-law's passing?
What the hell does your reputation have to do with anything? It can hit rock bottom for all I care. You deserve it. Besides, I'm actually pleased things turned out this way. Can you imagine how torn up my mom would have been if we'd been at each other's throats at the hospital while she lied on her deathbed? This is the best end I could have hoped for.
Fine, I get it. There's no point in squabbling over this now anyway. What's done is done.
Great. I'm glad you finally understand.
So what's next? We'll have to make arrangements for the funeral now, right? I'll make my way to you guys now and we can get started with it all ASAP.
Didn't I make it clear enough that we don't want to see you? You do nothing but get in our way. Don't you dare come.
Oh, come on, Gina. Don't you think you've punished me enough already? Give me a break, would ya? I understand you're upset, but you can't just go losing your temper like a little kid every time I say something. How long are you gonna keep this up? I'm your husband, and she was my mom-in-law. Are you seriously suggesting I don't come to the funeral? That's ridiculous, and you know it. I mean, really. Please, start thinking a little more before you speak.
That's rich coming from you. Don't you think maybe you should take your own advice? How about you think before you speak? You went out drinking with your pals when your mother-in-law was on her deathbed. You left our 5-year-old daughter completely on her own in the middle of the night. Give me one good reason why I should stay married to a lowlife capable of treating his family like that.
Whoa, just wait a second. Wait one goddamn frickin' second. You're not seriously considering divorcing me over this, are you?
What would you do if I said I was?
Let's just cool our heads and discuss this like adults. There's no doubt about it. I behaved despicably, and I know it. You won't get any argument from me on that one. But think about what you're actually suggesting here for a second. Chrissy's only 5 years old. How can you seriously be talking about divorce over something like this when we have her future to think about? We owe this to her as her parents.
Over something like this? How can you say that with a straight face? Are you serious?
Come on, babe, give me a break here. I said I know I messed up. I'm not trying to claim otherwise. It's just the way I said it was clumsy, that's all. I don't look on what I did lightly, I swear. I've had a long, hard think about what I did, and I feel awful about it. I'm so sorry, I swear I am.
If you felt any genuine remorse, you wouldn't be callous or inconsiderate enough to try to downplay what you did as if it was no big deal, and you wouldn't try and paint me as some overreacting drama queen. You say how we have to think about Chrissy, but Chrissy or my mom obviously didn't mean enough to you to prevent you from doing what you did.
Come on, babe, you're just twisting my words now. This isn't fair. I never tried to downplay anything. I'm just saying this doesn't justify going straight off the deep end and discussing divorce before we've even had a chance to calm down and process what's happened. Surely you understand what I'm saying here.
For me, this justifies divorce. The fact you won't even try and understand how I'm feeling means I'm making the right decision. I'll be getting started with the divorce procedures as soon as the funeral's over.
No, wait! Please, baby! Please think this through one more time. Surely you don't have to rush like this. I accept how you feel, I do. But surely it wouldn't hurt to wait a little longer before making your mind up? Besides, your mom would be really sad if she knew we were divorcing. Is that what you want? To upset your mom in heaven?
How dare you speak of what my mom would want as if you have any idea? You disgust me. If you must know how she'd feel about this, she'd be furious with me if I didn't divorce you for what you did. I'm doing this as much to honor her memory as I am for myself. How do you think she'd feel about me staying with a man who cared so little for his daughter that he'd leave her alone like that? I'd be crazy not to divorce you. It'd be the ultimate insult to my mother's memory.
What are you saying? How can you speak as if you have any idea what someone who isn't even with us anymore would want? There's no way of knowing what she'd think.
You mean like you just did? And please, how long do you think I've been her daughter? I know her better than anyone. I know she loved me enough to know I deserved better than to put up with the behavior of the likes of a deadbeat husband like you. All you need to do is be quiet and accept the divorce. I don't want to hear another word from you. You sicken me. Divorcing you is my final act of love towards my mother. After planning the funeral and giving my mom the send-off she deserved with the help of my mother-in-law, I went home and slammed the divorce papers down on the table in front of Kingsley. There was a degree of resistance to begin with, but I made it abundantly clear I'd take him to court if he continued to refuse. He could tell I was being serious by the tone of my voice, and he backed down and signed the papers. Given my track record as a diligent mother, I won custody of Chrissy without issue. I made claims against Kingsley for compensation and child support, which he's now obligated to pay. To tell you the truth, I did initially expect some resistance from Chrissy regarding the divorce, but to my surprise, she agreed to it all surprisingly quickly. I find this out afterwards, but apparently this wasn't the first time he'd left her on her own. This was the straw that broke the camel's back, and her patience had run out with him once and for all. She seemed surprisingly unfazed when she found out it'd just be me and her from now on. However, irrespective of how she may seem on the outside, he is still her dad, and I know it's only natural that this will affect her in ways she doesn't know how to express or feel comfortable talking about. Which is why I intend to treat her with nothing but the love, warmth, kindness, and patience she deserves as we begin our new life together. Just like my mom, who was kind and loving until the very end, and my mother-in-law, who had my back to the extent of making an enemy of her own son. I'll always be there for Chrissy through thick and thin, no matter what.